Yes, there were more highlights from OU Texas than the Oklahoma State game, but let's be fair, one of these games was much larger than the other. Oklahoma gets the 63-21 beatdown of the Longhorns, third straight win for the Sooners down south of the Red River, while Oklahoma State gets a difficult 20-14 win over Kansas in a sloppy, wet Lawrence on Saturday evening. Welcome to Week 7 of The Quest, sponsored by Call Oki. I'm your host, Damon Fano, and finally, things are back to the way they were meant to be. The Sooners and Cowboys fighting it out for the week's top play. One thing's for sure, you, the voters, returned in droves this week. So let's get right to it. For number 4, it never had a shot. Defense may win championships, but it almost never wins quests. Oh well, let's roll Kansas Crunch. This game could have gone either way, at least early in the second quarter when on 3rd and 6, Dane Chris dropped back to pass, but instead got acquainted with OSU linebacker Joe Mitchell. Instead of picking up 6, the Jayhawks lost 7 and punted the ball away. The Cowboys would score on their next possession to take the 7-0 lead. Mitchell, the 6'3" junior, had 3 tackles and 1 of OSU's 6 sacks on the night. Spectacular plays were the norm this week, and it would have been tough to narrow it down to just 2 plays from the decimation in Dallas if these 2 plays weren't just ridiculous. Alas, the longest OU run in the history of the Red River rivalry was only good enough for 3rd this week. Show me the Omen. In case you don't get the name, let me explain, at least as well as I can. In the 80s, there was a horror movie called The Omen about a demonic little kid named Damien. At least I think that's right. Anyway, Longhorns surely must have thought Damian Williams and the Sooners were possessed when they executed perfectly to break this 95-yard run to pay dirt. I think it was a bad omen for Texas when OU went up 13-2 at 4:09, still remaining in the first. It was little Quandre Diggs' head that spun around when receiver Kenny Stills came flying out of nowhere for the Bevo busting block. Damian Williams ends up running for 167 yards on 22 carries as the Sooners rack up 343 rushing yards on the way to the 63-21 slaughter. Scary Saturday for the Longhorns. So we've reached that pivotal point where only two remain, one from OSU and one from OU, yet, just like all the beauty pageants, one of these formidable foes has to settle for runner-up. This week, Orange Power made a run at it, pushing Charlie Moore towards the top. Let's see a whole lot more. This is Charlie Moore getting the pass from J.W. Walsh. OSU was not just running away with this game at this point. It was 10-0 in the third quarter. Moore, well, he breaks through at 1 tackle, then gets the great block from Josh Stewart and runs away 73 yards. The 6'2" junior, the star of the spring scrimmage, but had been quiet so far in the regular season. Not on this Saturday afternoon. Charlie says it was time that he stepped up.
That's just how it happened in this offense. The good thing is anybody can make plays. It's just whoever's called, and then today I happened to get my number called and made a few plays for the team. It was a lot of fun.
So it's time to reach that ultimate play. There's only one that wins it. That time is sadly the end of our magical journey, but you can rejoice at the thought of seeing what's at the end of our orange and crimson rainbow. Before we dig into our number 1 play, remember to dial 811 and talk to our friends at Call Oki before doing any menacing digging of your own. Now, drum roll please. Okay, Quest music will do. The top play with over 47% of 1,507 votes is High and Mighty. It's really no surprise this play came out on top. It was spectacular, no matter on which side of the Red River you reside. What got into Trey Millard, one of the favorites of Bob Stoops, the old ball coach, finally made sure his ninja-like fullback got the ball. Boy, did he ever take advantage. Big back may run north of 6'2" and 250 pounds, but dude can jump. Does it all the time. Little DBs go low, he goes high. Big number 33 is going to make them pay. This 73-yard rumble, the longest Sooner pass in the history of the 107-year history. What did Millard have to say about it?
When a running back or wide receiver is out in the field, they know their ability, they know their strengths, they know what they do well. I think once they get the ball in their hands, they just you just do what you do, and you just pretty much play off instinct.
So we've heard from Trey. How about you? If you have anything to tell us, anything to tweet us, we've got some contact info for you. You can always tweet us at @the_quest and at my account at Highlight Genesis. That highlights little, that Genesis is big. Facebook, News OK Sports Facebook page. How about the schedule? What's coming up this week? Oklahoma State homecoming, one of the best homecomings in the nation, as they host Iowa State, 11 a.m. Saturday in Stillwater. That will be a difficult game, I think. And then number 10, Oklahoma, hosting Kansas. Why is it 6 p.m.? I have no idea. When you're a good team, you tend to play at night. 6 o'clock Saturday in Norman. So that's going to do it for another week of the Quest. Make sure to vote for your favorite play every Monday through Wednesday, and come right back here on Thursday to see which play reigns supreme on the Quest.